how to replace the spark plugs on a 2022 BMW M2. This has the S58 engine, so we're gonna have to take all these pieces off to get to the spark plugs underneath. So first step you're gonna need to do is take off this top bracket. You're just gonna take off these 15mm nuts here. There is also a nut underneath this, so we're gonna go ahead and take these components off. But first step, you just wanna twist this until it's pointing up and down, and you can move it over. And now there's this piece here, and you're gonna have to take off a clip here and 2 clips here with a clip remover. Now you should be able to just pull this out of the way. There is a wiring harness here, just be careful with that. We're just gonna leave it like that though, so we can get these bolts off. The procedure is the same for the other side. We're just gonna have to move this washer hose valve, make this point up and down, pull it out, move it out the way, take off these 2 clips on the side and this one in the middle. This piece, same thing, we're just gonna move it out the way. We might have to pull on this tab here a little bit so that it comes out. And be careful with this harness. We're not gonna take it out. We're just gonna move it out the way a little bit, like that. Now we're gonna take this out and just remember the orientation of it, just so we put it back exactly how we got it. Now take off the engine cover. All you do is pull at the front and it pops right out. And now we can see our ignition coils. These ignition coils are going to be on top of the spark plug, so the spark plug is going to be underneath this, and they are just E8 bolts. You just take these bolts out all the way until they're loose. But with this vehicle, you actually also have to take off this wiring harness because it's blocking that last ignition coil over there. Okay, so to take this clamp off, we are gonna remove the wires on it a little bit just so it gives us more room to pull it out. So we're just gonna have to loosen it a bit. We don't have to take it out all the way. Might help to pull this up to give it some slack. And get your clip remover again. We're gonna pull this clip off. There you go. And if you look at down here, there's gonna be this wire that's sticking there. Pull that off. And now we're gonna take these bolts off and see if we can get this bracket loose. There's a tab here that you just pull up on. You just want enough space to get that ignition coil out. Let's see if we can pull this off. That should give you access to that final ignition coil. We might have to pull this connector off. gives us all the space we're gonna need. So get your E8 torque socket and take out these bolts. They won't actually come out, you just get them as loose as you can. Oh, there's a clip in the way of here, so maybe we're gonna have to remove this clip as well. And I don't actually disconnect these connectors, I kind of just leave them on there. It helps me remember where they go. So I just move them out the way like that. And these ignition coils, you just pull on it, it should just come out. That's one. It's a little tricky, there's not much space. So now you're ready to take the spark plugs out. If you see there's any gunk in there, you might want to blow it out with compressed air. And I can see these are nice and clean. So you should always start off using hand tools. Don't use power tools just yet. You can use power tools once they're loosened, but before they're loose, you don't want to use a power tool just in case this spark plug wants to break. You're going to be in a pretty bad spot. It's going to be really hard to extract a broken spark plug. I've never seen them break on a BMW, but I know some other manufacturers, they do have a problem with spark plugs breaking. It's just a whole headache. Okay, now they're loose. Now we're going to use a power tool. Okay, so now it's time to install the new spark plugs. One thing I'm just going to bring up in this video is BMW doesn't recommend to gap the spark plugs. So we're not going to be gapping them today. If you do have a modified vehicle though, I highly suggest researching how much the gap should be. But this vehicle is stock, so we're just going to go with the OEM guidelines. They also don't recommend putting dielectric grease in these ignition coils, so that's just something I've never really done. I've never had issues with it. And whenever you're installing these spark plugs, make sure you have a socket that's magnetic or something that can hold it so that it doesn't just drop the spark plug down the cylinder. Whenever you drop this spark plug down the cylinder, it will tap the electrode and damage it. So just put it in carefully, make sure it's not tapping or hitting anything. And we're not going to be using any power tools to put these in now. I'm just going to finger tighten them down and then we're going to torque it down. Okay, now that we have the spark plugs tightened down by finger, we're going to go ahead and torque them down to the specification. It's 23 Newton meters. If you don't have a torque wrench, I highly suggest getting one, especially if you work on your vehicle a lot. It'll save you a lot of trouble when tightening bolts down, so you don't over tighten or under tighten. You don't need an expensive one like this one. This is a snap-on one. You can just get one from Harbor Freight and just take care of it. You're not going to be using it every single day like I am, so it should last you a while. If there are any more videos you guys want me to do, just let me know down in the comments. I do work on a lot of BMWs. So if you're having a specific problem on your car, or you want to do a specific repair on your vehicle, it's something that I might run across to, so I can make a video on it. Okay, now it's time to put the ignition coils back, and you can see it's laid out pretty nicely because we didn't disconnect the cables. Just push it down and make sure that this lines up with the hole. And now start to tighten these down. You should just tighten them by hand, but I do have this tool that can do very low torque. I'm at a 1, so this isn't gonna strip anything out. If it's not aligned, it's just gonna start clicking. And we are gonna torque these down. These are 8 Newton meters, so it's not a lot. Once again, get your torque wrench, start torquing them down. Okay, so now don't forget to put this wiring harness back into the clip area. And we're gonna bring this piece back to where we found it earlier. Oh, actually, don't forget, we took off this high pressure fuel pump connector. Now we can put all these pieces back. This is probably the only annoying part of this job. This repair isn't that hard, except there's some annoying little stuff like this. It's not too bad though, it could be worse. Now it's time to put our E6 bolts back in. Just make sure it's aligned. And they're just going to be slightly tight. You don't want to over torque them or make them too tight. It is threaded into plastic, so that will break really easily. As soon as you feel a little bit of tension there, it's a good time to stop. Now we can put our engine cover back on. Now put the top brace back on. Don't forget the orientation of how you pulled this thing out. Okay, now thread the nuts back on. So if you want to torque down these nuts, it is specified at 28 Newton meters. Now we'll put these back into place. Make sure this wire sits in there. put your clips back in. Put your little triangle piece back in. So take it out, it was up and down. Now we're gonna make it left and right, and it's nice and secure. Same thing for the other side. These can be a little tricky sometimes, but just keep messing with it. It doesn't need a lot of force, and you'll eventually get it to the point where everything lines up. Now to put the clips back in, I believe this clip doesn't have anything on it on purpose. It's just these two outer ones and this middle one here. And finally, the last triangle piece. And you're done. It's not a very hard job. It's actually quite easy. It can save you some money to do it yourself, so let me know what you think. If there's any other videos you want me to make, just let me know, and I'll see if I can go ahead and get those videos done for you.